Shri Ganesha Sharada Gurubhyo Namaha Ramaya Ramabhadraya Ramachandraya Vedase Raghunathaya Nathaya Sitaya Patiye Namaha. Welcome to all for this session on Ramayana to chapter 77 of Ayodhya Kanda. In the previous chapter, we saw Bharata, after returning from Kekaya from his grandfather's house, met his mother and came to know the, the evil deed of his mother, the conspiracy that his mother has done, with which Rama was sent into the exile, and because of that reason, Dasharatha had met with the death, and then the crown is now restored to Bharata. Bharata rejected the entire game of his mother and had pronounced, saying that he will, after performing the final rites of his father, he will make sure to bring back Rama and crown him into the throne, put him into the throne, and see to it that he will continue to serve Rama. And while Bharata was completely in such a disturbed state, Vasista reminded him regarding the ceremonies that need to be performed. And then Bharata continued with the ceremonies that need to be performed post the death of his father. On the 11th day, Prince Bharata purified himself, and on the 12th day, he performed the Sapindi ceremony and distributed jewels, gold, silver, gorgeous apparel, and other articles among the Brahmins. He also gave in charity countless white goats and cows, male and female servants, chariots and horses. On the 13th day, the mighty armed Bharata, overcome with grief, went to collect the ashes of the king, and standing near the funeral pyre, spoke in a voice choked with emotion. He said, O Lord, my brother Ramachandra, to whom you have entrusted me, has entered the forest, and you also had abandoned me, helpless and wretched as I am. O Father, where have you gone, abandoning Mother Kausalya, whose son is now exiled? Seeing the white ashes of the king's bone and the body wholly consumed, Bharata burst into fresh lamentation, and weeping he fell on the earth. People tried to raise the prince, who was lying on the ground like the banner of Indra, with its support broken. The counsellors raised up Prince Bharata, as the sages formerly lifted up King Yayati, who had fallen from heaven on the termination of the fruit of his merit. Perceiving Bharata overcome with grief, Shatrugna, remembering his father, also fell senseless to the ground. Being somewhat restored, they called to mind the excellent qualities of their illustrious father, and Shatrugna cried, the bones extracted by Manthara are the ocean inhabited by the crocodile Kaikeyi, in which we are submerged. O father, where have you gone? Abandoning your tender and beloved son Bharata, why have you adjured us? You won't give us, you would never had given us delicious food, fitting gifts, robes, and ornaments. Who will now confer these favors on us? Why is the earth not riven, thus deprived of an illustrious and pious sovereign? Alas, my father has departed to heaven, and Sri Rama has gone to the forest. How can I continue to live? Bereft of my father and brother, I shall enter the fire. I shall not return to the capital. I shall go to Tapovana. The palace attendants, hearing the prince grieving so bitterly, were afflicted and fell to the ground, tormented like bulls whose horns are broken. Then the excellent and wise Vasista, their father's chief priest, raising Bharata up, addressed him, saying, O prince, 13 days have passed since the cremation of your illustrious father's body. Do not delay longer, but collect the bones that remain. Every man suffers the three pairs of opposites: hunger and thirst, pleasure and pain, life and death. Do not permit yourself to grieve for that which cannot be avoided. When the wise Sumantra raised up Shatrugna and consoling him explained the nature of birth and death that visits all beings, standing erect, those two lions among men, their eyes red with much weeping, resembled the standards of Indra, bereft of glory by the effects of sun and rain. Then the counsellors approached the two princes and requested them to undertake the remaining ceremony. Thus ended chapter 77 of Ayodhya Kanda in Ramayana. Namaste Sharada Devi Kashmira Puravasini Twamaham Prarthaye Nityam Vidya Danancha Dehime. Bye.